Hello guys, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. So in the last episode we got this sail right here from a crazy Eskimo man, and now we are going to get out of here and head off to our first destination. So before we set out, let's just check out the sea chart. This is our destination, this little highlighted area, and this is Dragon Roost Island, although we don't technically know that yet. So immediately when we exit this area, we're going to want to take a right turn pretty much. And to speed things up a little bit, let's actually put on the sail. That would help. So you can see the big peak off in the distance. That is going to be our destination. So we're sailing for the first time here. What is that? I don't know what I just did. Okay. Magic! Yay! So, along the way here, we're going to have some barrels that we can pick up, and that's just kind of a little bonus minigame to pass the time while you're sailing. Gives us some extra rupees and things of that sort. Oh god. Jump. Yeah, it's just a fun little thing to do, it's not really very important. I ended up with like 60 in my last playthrough though, going down this path, because you get some higher level rupees later. Oh god. But anyway, yeah, we are sailing up to Dragon Roost right now. This is going to be our first real dungeon in this LP. I don't really consider Forsaken Fortress one, since it doesn't really have the same layout as the rest of the dungeons, which is the standard mini boss, regular boss layout. Or in this, I think this is just regular boss in this, kind of. There are harder enemies, but there aren't necessarily a mini boss. Oh god. There we go. So we're getting pretty close to the island here, but I think we've still got a little bit of way to go. So yeah, I'll be back when I'm getting pretty close. Okay, we're back about 5 seconds later. Alright, so there's our dragon up there, and we'll see a little bit more about him in a minute. And that storm cloud definitely does not look happy. Why are we doing that? There, on the horizon. That is our destination, Ben. Dragon Roost Island. Best music ever. No, there isn't the best music ever in this. All the music in this is amazing. High atop this island's peak lives the spirit of the skies, a great dragon by the name of Valu. You must go see this dragon and request for him a jewel called Din's Pearl. Ask the people of the Rito tribe who inhabit this island about how to see the dragon. Oh, I almost forgot. Wait just a moment. This is the Wind Waker. It's a baton of sorts that was used long ago when the people played music and prayer to the gods. This thing is big. In those days, simply using it allowed one to borrow the power of the gods, but I do not know if it still works. Even so, I thought it might be of some use to you. Perhaps you should try using it. Why is he chewing on it? That's all nasty. There's probably saliva all over it. Yeah. First, conduct in 3/4 time. I'll give you a little rundown of this really quick. The left control stick, left and right determine what time it's in. Middle is 3/4, left is 4/4, and right is 6/4, I believe. Or 6, yeah, it's 6/4, I think. And also, if you, the other control stick, which I believe is the C stick on your GameCube controller, controls which way you're actually pointing the Wind Waker. And the main key with this is to try to preempt the actual note playing. That's just how it works. It's not very precise, so you want to hold it way ahead of time. Very nice. That was splendid. Next is 4/4 time. Hold left to change the rhythm, then match the rhythm and tilt the C stick. Alright. So we got a 4-note song here. And we're going to tilt left and go up, because it doesn't give you any time. There we go. That's it, Ben. That was not bad for your first time using the Wind Waker. It was actually my third, but that doesn't matter. Not bad at all. You can also conduct with it in 6/4 time by tilting to the right. You would do well to remember that. You received the legendary Wind Waker. By using this magical conductor's baton, you can borrow the power of the gods. Set it to Y, Z, or X and use it by pressing whatever button you set it to. To conduct, use the C stick to choose notes. Don't tilt the control stick to conduct in 3/4 time. What? Okay, just ignore that. Alright. So now that we have this fancy new toy, we're immediately going to go use it for something before we even enter the dungeon. We won't need this for a while, but we may as well get it while we're right here. So right here you can see we've got these strange gravestones, one of them broken, but this is the one we're interested in right now. There appears to be markings that indicate specific directions. So we're going to use our Wind Waker right now, and you can see it's got a little note set for us, nice and simple. So we're going to copy that, and some fancy stuff's going to happen. You learn the Wind's Requiem. Yay, wind! What is that? Yep, that's a mighty nice breeze. What? Why? The name's Zephos. I'm the god of winds, so he's a frog with a fake mustache. So you're the new Wind Waker, are you? Great, great. For a beginner, you've got a nice wind sense about you. I like you, kid. That tune you just picked up, well, it gives you control over the direction the wind blows. Depending on how it's used, wind can be a good thing or a very bad thing. You want an example of it being a bad thing? Then you should see my brother. It saddens me to say that my brother, Cyclos, is miffed about his monument here being broken, and now he spends his time creating cyclones to torment people with. So if you encounter any cyclones at sea, chastise my brother for me, will you? And that is my request for you. It's a really weird accent. I've said that a few times now, and it really sounds strange regardless of how I say it. So this one's broken, so we can't do anything with it this time. But if I were going to guess, I'd say that we'll probably find that piece later, or learn the song in another way. Maybe even a song relating to storms. That could be a possibility. Alright. So now that we're doing this, you should know this is going to be mainly revolving around bomb flowers. Which I don't think they were in Twilight Princess too much, but if you've played Ocarina of Time, they're also a big feature in one of the early dungeons in that. So if you're not familiar with them, you can just pick them up off their plant, and basically they work like your regular bomb, but they're kind of tethered to one spot since they're a flower. So I don't think we can do much except get rupees from this section and cut signs in half. That sign wasn't important, don't worry. But up there we've got some bombs and everything, which I believe we can do something with a little bit later. Oh crap. Oh, what? Ah, why did it explode so fast? DS. Alright, so let's look this at a wall and get a heart back. So yeah, these bomb flowers are going to be a pretty big part of this dungeon specifically. I don't think they'll be around too much in the future after this dungeon, but that's not a worry for now. So up ahead, we've just got more stones. This is pretty tedious. This one's kind of a tough toss, but it's pretty easy once you get the hang of it. Just make sure you don't stand right next to it, or it usually bounces off and comes back and hits you in the face, which usually is pretty unfortunate. Epic Link sidling. Looks so cool. Yeah, so we gotta make our way across because the bridge is out, and we got another blue rupee here. They're really generous with giving you rupees. I don't know why. Maybe we can buy some bait from, where is he? No, he's not out there now. I saw the, when we rolled in, the one guy's ship was out there, that shop we went to right at the start. The crazy Jamaican guy. So we'll have to find him again and buy some more seagull pairs or something to use up all this money. Oh, what's this? Recognize this guy? I do. Let's check it out. Ben? Ben, is that you? It is. I'm pleased to see you're okay. I must say, you've traveled far for one with no wings. And your sister, is she... Is that so? Well, don't worry too much. I'm sure she'll hang in there. I have an idea, Ben. Would you like to meet our chieftain? I've told my people here about you, and all of us Rito are very concerned. I'm certain the chieftain will befriend you and lend you the aid of our Aerie. It's settled then. I'll fly on ahead and let everyone know you're coming. Come inside, Ben. I'll be waiting. Alright, so we're going to follow him in, and we find out he is not exactly the only Rito around. Beforehand, I thought he was just some crazy bird mailman, but apparently that is not the case. There are quite a few of them. So we're going to learn a little bit about their civilization here. To be honest, I wish there was a little bit more info on them, but whatever, this is good enough. That was a really crappy point of view on that roll. Do you really need to fly in here? Well, have you discovered the cause of the great Valu's anger? Ah, so you are Ben, are you? Quill has told me all about you. A troubling tale, indeed. I insist that you let us know if there's anything we can do to help. We shall do everything in our power to assist you. However, in the meantime, we have a problem of our own to deal with. When you arrived on the island, did you notice the raging dragon perched atop the mountains? As you can see, we of the Rito tribe are profoundly connected to the sky. We make our livings on the airways as mailmen. We do so by the graces of the sky spirit, Valu. When a Rito approaches adulthood, he or she journeys to the top of Dragon Roost to receive a scale from the Great Dragon. It is this scale that enables the Rito to grow his or her wings. It's kind of weird. Recently, however, this once gentle Valu has grown violent and unpredictable. Sadly, we can no longer approach him. If this continues, the fledglings who are of age will never be able to receive scales from Valu on Dragon Roost. They'll remain wingless, and in time, our very way of life will be threatened. As a chieftain of the Rito, my first responsibility is to solve this problem. My apologies, but I must ask you to wait for our assistance until this is done. Will you do so? Chieftain, what do you think of consulting Ben with regards to your son, Prince Kamali? As you can see, Ben is a gallant young lad. I feel certain that Prince Kamali would open his heart to him and speak freely of his fears and worries. That may be. Let me be direct. My son Kamali is of the age to earn his wings. Yet, he is weak in some ways, and in light of the current situation, he may just give up on ever getting them. What say you? Will you share some of your courage with my son? Will you meet with my son? That's a really awkward speech, but yes. Yes, I will. I thank you. We shall do our best to solve our problem as quickly as possible, so that we may better help you with yours. I have something I wish for you to give to my son. A young girl named Medley is holding it for me. Would you find her and take it? I'm counting on you. Here, Ben, take this with you. Who knows, it might come in handy. You got a delivery bag! Finely crafted bags like this are used by Rito postmen everywhere. With so many pockets, it can hold many items. Select it on the item screen and press Y, Z, or X to see what you have inside. You should find Medley in one of the upper rooms. Leave the great value to us. In the meanwhile, do your best to aid Prince Kamali. Okay, so we're running a little bit long here thanks to that super long cutscene. I apologize for the really shitty voice acting. I'm still working on that a little bit. You guys mind that? I hope you don't. I mean, I'm trying, but I can only make so many voices. So yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed. That's going to be all for this episode, and I will see you guys next time.